You're watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2018. Thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you so much for your support. Coming up next, we have the Silent Hill 80% run by Punchy, so please stay tuned.
そうですね。1週間くらいぶっ続けでやってるから、割と見たい時に来るって人が多いんだと思いますよ。このホテルに泊まってる人も多いでしょうし、このゲーム見たいなって思ったら来るっていう人も結構いるんじゃないですかね。
Blood to the Chosen being run by Cubeface, and we're still having this bid war going on between playing as Ophelia or as Caleb. As it stands right now, Ophelia is at $805 and Caleb is at $715. That is such a short gap between those two characters. I'm certain that we could see an upset.
ホテルの個室からでも見れるらしいですね。
Couple more amazing donation messages here. We had a $40 donation from
サイレントヒル全くわからないので、おそらくほとんどゲームの内容には触れられないと思いますが、本当規模は大きいイベントですよ。あらかじめご了承ください。
This stuff is real and life-altering. I donated last year to be nice, but I made sure to donate again this year because I have to fight. $50 from the Polish Thrasher that said having knee surgery in a couple hours, so these horror runs are a great way to keep my spirits up, especially when Bach is running one.
なるほど。スペックの限界を演出でうまく折り合いつけてるんですね。貸し切れるのは確かホテル側が提供してるんじゃなかったかな。そうですね、10万人超えるイベントってほとんどないと思いますよ。もちろん、ゲームの大きい大会とかだったら結構ありますけど。サイレントヒルは私もやったことないですね。バイオハザードはちょこっとやってましたけど。
It says I've been watching for years, and I just feel like I need to donate now that I have the money for it. And it is for a great cause. It truly is, and thank you so much.
日本人もバイオハザードやってる人が、バイオハザードをやってる人の方がどちらかといったら多いとは思いますよ。なるほど、観光もあるから、そうですね、確かに宣伝にもなるでしょうね。確か空港の中のホテルってやってるんですよね、これ。そうですよね。大きい世界大会とか除くと10万超えなんてほとんどないですよね。
Good luck to Bach and Wuss. $10 to both runners' choice and $5 to the announcer's choice.
本当空港のすぐ近くだか空港の中だかのホテルのはずです。暗記もはアメリカで人気じゃないだろうね。
I'm a Connect 4 guy, donated $25 and said, watching some great runs while deployed to Afghanistan this year. I always enjoy seeing the speedrunning and gaming community getting together to take the fight to cancer. I'm pumped for the Ocarina of Time 100% run, and I'm loving the return of crowd cam. Thanks for everything you all do. As we say in the 3rd Infantry Division, Rock of the Marne.
50分か、プレイ時間は。 美味しんぼアメリカはちょっとわからないな。どちらかというと、サイレントヒルの次はホラーゲームじゃなくて、FPS セクションって感じはしますけど、これってホラーゲームなんですかね。少なくともチュロック2、バイオレンスキラーリマスターについては、自分の知ってる限りでは FPS だったという記憶がありますけど、あれってホラーなのかな、部類としては。ちなみにバイオレンスキラーリマスターには脳みそを吸い出すっていう武器があるんですよね。確か。
Thank you. $40 from Hatutsuki that said I got to get up early to watch my buddy box race. Keep up the great work.
今ちょっとすごく気になるドネーションを見つけてしまったんですけど、セットアップブロック2で、セットアップブロック2ではなく、どこだ、セットアップブロック2。もう終わってんのか、これ。待って確認してみます、ちゃんと。確証が取れたら。
And $10 from Dave Cap. It said donation goes to Hootie's Choice as thanks for getting me into Super Metroid Arcade.
セットアップブロック2でドネーションが集まったらスーパーマン64やるらしいです。スーパーマン64ですよ。
It said the weather outside is frightful, but the speed runs are so delightful. Thank you to all the people and groups who make AGDQ possible.
スーパーマリオじゃないですよ。お、サイレントヒルの映像が来ましたね。
Silent Hill 80% run by Punchy. Take it away.
ちなみにもしやるとしたらだいたい時間的には明日のお昼3時くらいになるみたいですね。始まるのが早い。スーパーマン64はクソゲーです、簡単に言うと。
Alright, so the intro, our goal here is to die immediately, as soon as possible, preferably. And this will be done after a bunch of cutscenes where we get
このサイレントヒルはプレステ1のゲームみたいですね。ちょっとあんまり詳しくないので何版が出てるかとかはわからないんですけど、娘が静岡行きたいと言い出したので旅行に行ったら事故った。起きたら娘いないんで探しに行く。なるほど。
further into an alleyway than if you hit it closer to it. It's counterintuitive. So like I'll just do it, and then you'll see the tiny optimization. Hit it from the outside. You think you want to be close. You don't. You want to be further away. So he runs into the alleyway like so. That saves like 1 or 2 seconds.
明日の3時はまさしく私が配信してます。なのでもしスーパーマン64があって大きな遅延とか大きな短縮がなければおそらく私が配信してます。さて、それは置いといて、早速ゲームは始まってますけど、なんだか何をしてるのかがよくわからないですね。暗くてよく見えないので。なんだこれ。人
It's a momentum-based tank control game. There's a reason they didn't make them like this after this one, because it's weird. Okay, here we want to die.
本当に初見なので何が起きているのかが全然わかりません。
Which he's not going to do because my RNG sucks. Oh, I got grabbed on the bounce. That's alright. That's alright.
Oh, you turned around.
That's fine. That's decent RNG. That's decent RNG. But like,
ゲームとしてはバイオハザード系のゲームってことでいいんですかね。
Random-ish during that section. I don't get it at all. Like sometimes you die before I can even really think about it. I'm taking this health drink because it's really
こ
hard
の
to
主
avoid.
人公は
You
一
don't
般
need
人
the
でしょう
health
ね、お
drinks
そら
to
く。
progress the game at this point, but that one's basically on top of the map and it makes the run safer, so I don't care. Quick turning, that's another aspect of Silent Hill movement. Quick turns are done by hitting both the strafe buttons at the same time. Malai. But they're specific. If you try and do it while like running, you have
窓
like
が割
a
れた。
2 to 3 frame
あ、
window to
怪物が来
execute
た。
it. Whereas if you hold down a button to walk instead, it expands the frame
この
window
主人公
dramatically,
も
so it's a lot
何が
easier
起こ
to
ってるんだって
execute.
言ってるから、
Otherwise, the trick is
こ
like
れはド
actually
ラマじゃ、
bafflingly
夢じゃ
difficult
ね
to just
え。こ
turn
こで何が
around.
起きたんだって言ってます
Five
ね
shot. Enemy health in this game is also random. Everything is random. You'll be hearing that a lot. Get used to it. You need this radio. So that enemy in particular, right? Some enemies have random health. That's one of them. That enemy rolls within a range. It can take either 4 shots, it can take 5 shots, or it can take 6 shots.
これで
That was a
娘
5
を
shot.
探す
Pretty
ため
standard.
に
Mashing really fast there coming out of that skips a little mini
周りを
cutscene
探
where
索する
Harry
っていう
like
感
pulls
じ
up
な
a
んです
map to
ね。
see where he has to go. And you can kind of just bypass that whole animation completely if you mash really,
舞台が
really
静
fast.
岡
So
っ
that's
て
what
さっ
my
き言ってましたよ
mashing
ね。
thing is. I use
モ
custom
デルです
control
か。
bindings for
モ
this
デル
game
が
because
静
this
岡っ
game,
て
confusingly for a
言ってま
PS1
した
game,
ね。
has completely custom control options. So I have 2 buttons bound to cutscene skip because I must skip extremely hardcore.
Yeah, I think you can bind like 4 or 5 buttons to a single action. It's ridiculous. It's
You
so
remove
good.
all your buttons if you want.
開発してるところが静岡だったんだ。
So the goal here at the moment is we need to collect 3 keys to open a back door in someone's house. Ordinarily, you'd have to like go to the house to get a map that shows you where all the keys are, but the keys are physically in the game world. It's not like
ラジオ
7, for
が
instance, for that
敵
point
の
of
探
comparison,
知機
where
っ
in
ていう
order to
感じ
get
なんで
things
す
to
ね。
happen, you must do things in the scripted order in which the designers wanted you to do so. If you know where things are, you can just go and get them. So I'm going to do that. One's at the end of this
本当だ。敵が
long
近くにいる
stretch
と
of
確かに
road.
ノイズが
There'll
出
be
て
an
ますね。
air screamer here, and air screamers are a crucial part of the outdoor sections of this run, because once again, their
壁
behavior
抜けない
and
タイプが
every
一般
enemy's
人だと思い
behavior
ますよ。
is random. They can do whatever they like.
あ
They
モ
can
デ
chase
ル
you.
はア
They
メ
can
リカ
follow.
の
That
幽
guy
霊
just
都市。
had no interest in me
あ、なる
whatsoever.
ほど。
So, you know, cool. I didn't like you anyway.
さっき静岡静岡言ってたからてっきり
But
本
they
当に
can
静
all
岡
just
なものかと。
do things. It makes the game very unpredictable. Which, given the how the runs have been going in the horror block so far, feels like sealing my own fate. But so far things are going
これ
well.
降
There's
ってる
another
の
SQ
雪じゃない
guy
ん
who
です
also
か。
just didn't pay any attention to me whatsoever. That's fine. Whatever. I do not care about that. This guy can block you. I try to take this tightly. He gets stuck on the tree. It's
一
not so funny
般
when it
人は
happens to
壁
you,
抜
isn't
け
it?
ません。
Miss. He didn't hit me. Goody. So that's good luck to start with, and now I'm going to hold up on the controller for about a minute or so, so if you have donations to reach,
灰なんだ、降ってるの。
We sure do. Let's see, we have a $10 donation from Honorable TB. It says, Punchy, we're rooting for you. Love the Something Awful GDQ chat thread and your pal, Johnny 5 Aces.
You'll hate me as soon as the marathon's over, don't worry about it.
Also have another $20 donation from Honorable TB. Oh, that's the same one.
Deja vu.
We make mistakes too. actually, $50
これエミュレーターな
donation
んで
from
すか？
Dr. Doss that says, You got this, Punchy.
Thank you. One more.
Let's see, we have a
PSX って実機じゃなかったっけ？
$111.11
あのプレステ
donation
2
from
みたい
Jester
な
of Fire.
レコーダー
This
機
stream
能
is
付きのやつじゃなか
number
ったっ
one.
け？
This
違っ
game
たっ
is
け？
number one in the series. This runner is number one. This chat is number one. We are number one.
I see. Okay, so you need to get those notes. That's one of the really only instances of like trigger hunting in this. You need to get that note that tells you that there's a key in the doghouse. Otherwise, if you try and get the key in the doghouse, it will just give you the infamous, looks like a doghouse, but there's no dog around line, despite there being
現
two
実世
dogs
界じゃ
circling
ないん
it.
だ、これ。
Okay, so now I'm going to try and hit this door on the corner. Turn, corner. Yes, exactly.
Nice.
If you hit
Very
that
nice.
straight on, Harry will attempt to like smooch the door. And by that I mean he'll like ram his head into it. He bonks the door. Doors and door bonking are an important aspect of Silent Hill speedrunning, and I'm now going to bore everyone to death by explaining how doors work for about 10 minutes.
Woo!
So I hope you're all ready for this. Every door in this game is a special, unique kind of door because they all work completely differently, and the only way you learn is
ゲー
by
ムスダン
constant
クイックが
repetition.
ちょっと
But
M 禁
basically,
止かどう
trying
か
to
に
run
関
straight
して
at
は
the door
私
doesn't
は
work the same way
わかり
every
ません。
time. So if it looks like I'm like walking kind of drunk as I'm approaching a door, like
結構
curving
海
or
外だと
whatever,
PSX
I'm
って
trying
いう
to
表記
not
は見
slam
ま
my
す
face
ね。
into a door because every time you
ただ
slam into
実
a
際
door,
それが
Harry
意味
will
を指
bounce
している
off
の
it
かは
and
わ
won't
か
be
り
able
ま
to
せん
open
け
it
ど
for a certain period of time. That adds up quite a lot
ライ
over
ト
the
消し
course
た
of a run,
みたい
like
です。
20 to 30 seconds or so. It's non-trivial. You go through a lot of doors in this game. And also, I'm turning my light off here in the dark, so like, do not adjust your set. I can't see the game either. In order to not draw enemy aggro, because enemies in this game also all work
なるほど
differently.
ね。
Some draw
PSX
aggro
って呼
based
んで
on
るんだ、
sound,
ワン
like
の
your
こと。
footsteps will attract them, which is why you can walk, although I never walk because this is a speedrun link. What do you want from me? But some of them are also sensitive to the light, and those I can avoid drawing aggro from by just turning the light off, but the side effect of that is obviously that you can't see anything. So I have the map memorized pretty much. But I also don't even pick up the map. In fact, I don't even have the map button down on my controller. If I get lost, I'm screwed. Won't happen. Doesn't matter.
By the way, that entrance to the school is like a faceplant, right?
Yes.
But you did get the.
Yeah.
There's like a few frames where you can actually activate the door in the middle of.
Twist.
なるほど。
Little
doors.
twist.
Face
There's a
plant.
couple of doors like that.
Yeah.
I move in a specific way there to manipulate that enemy so that he turns a bit
まあ、
left,
エ
so
ミ
I
に
can
関しては
go around him like so.
いい悪い
That's
に関しては
consistent,
私
provided
は
you do the movement
わからな
correctly.
いので
And you
置い
can
ときますけ
manipulate
ど
enemy movements
少
like
な
that
く
in a
とも
lot of
今は
places in
実
this
機み
run.
たいです
And
ね
the school is like one of the harder areas of the game, really, because it requires a lot of movement manipulation like that. But it's also like not especially random, which later portions of the game the movement can get kind of dependent on how enemies feel like playing ball. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be fantastic, I'm sure.
And just a side note, if any of you are wondering how these load times are so quick, it is being played on PSTV.
PSTV has lightning fast loads it owns.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I turn
うん
my
俺も
light
そ
off
の
here because then
一
that
体
guy
化
runs
型
in
の
the wrong direction,
PSX か
giving
と
me
思
a
ったん
clear
だけど
path to the door.
なるほ
And
ど
you
今
have to do
学
it
校
in
で
this
手
order.
が
So
かり
why is he
探し
running
中
back
か
to use the medallions after every single one he picks up? Wouldn't it be faster to just get them all in one go? Yes, that's why you can't do that. It doesn't work like that. Don't get ideas. It's not that smart.
By the way, despite this being the first major area, these enemies cover a lot of like side reach, especially
Yeah.
for the narrow hallways.
Their
so
grab reach
it's-
is quite strong. So
ま
it's,
ともな
it
現
goes
実
kind
世
of
界
far.
と
This
ち
guy
っと
can
サビ
pull
に
on
ま
either
みれ
side of
た
the
裏
wall
世界を
parallel.
言
Okay,
って
right
る
through.
なるほど
I'm through.
ピアノに血がついて
Yeah,
ます
generally you want these kids
こ
to
の
try
血が
to go for
娘
the
のだっ
stab
たりするのか
because
な
the reach is just so smaller
Yeah,
compared to the crab.
the command grab.
Silent hole optimization numero 50 million. Using the analog stick on puzzles is slightly faster than the D-pad. I don't know why. It just is.
Almost too fast.
Almost too fast to control, really. My RNG sucks. Help. Okay, no, I'm fine. I got blocked, but he wasn't paying it. He had like his back to me. Like everything's ignoring me. Like screw you too, man. I'm here. Pay attention to me. I'm on the stage. Okay, so this is a specific manipulation. Light on, one step, turn off, run corner, ignores me completely. Good. Strong luck. I have to do that twice though, and that
ああ
can
な
go
るほど
pear-shaped.
順番通りに
That's
押すとアイテム
mostly
入手
consistent, but not 100%.
It generally works. and-
Generally works,
Generally.
which is never something you want to hear. If you were getting surgery that
見てるだ
generally
けならあん
worked,
ま
you
り
probably
怖くなく
wouldn't
ていいなこのゲームは
It's very important that you turn off your flashlight before going certain doors through certain doors as well.
Yeah. There's no like rule to it really. It's specific situations. It's trying out. I have a sound cue for this. So like, boom, that one.
そうなんですか
Flashlight gimmicks are really important.
まあでも
in this
結構
game.
初代が
It was
一
a
番面白いみたいな
huge
ゲームは
design
ありますからね
choice when they made this game back in 99.
ほら苦手なんで
One
すよ
step off, run forward.
何回も言ってますけど
Easy. No hit first half of score, which is actually really hard.
Really
So-
good. Really good.
Hey.
It is surprisingly difficult to get through the school.
ああサイレントヒルのア
And
ー
the
ケード版
movement,
あり
as I
ました
said,
ね
is also quite a lot harder than it looks
あ
because
画面
Harry walks
灰色
with
になります
momentum. Every time I need to stop, I need
ちょ
to
っと
give
確
him
認してみま
distance
す
to stop, like driving a car, like braking distance. In order to turn, I need to give myself time to bank the turn.
Understanding how the
少々お
movement
待ちを
mechanics work in this game is so vital to get really good times. There's like no way, because once you know the route, it all comes down to how well you can control Harry. And if you can't control Harry well, you bonk into the walls. That's a second loss every time you do it.
Light out, and I leave this one to luck because, ha. That guy doesn't hit me, does this guy get out of the way fast? Decent, whatever, I'll take it. Let me use this on the duel.
今これちょっと配
So
信
I'm
形
about to
式
pick
が
up the shotgun, and that
特殊
brings
な
the
ので
subject of ammo routing into question. We don't really get a lot of it, so I don't have a lot of shots to waste. So the shotgun comes with 6
とりあえず
bullets
しばらく様
preloaded.
子見
Every
てみ
gun
ま
comes
す
with 6 bullets preloaded.
ちょっと
And
ま
the number
た
of
止まっ
shotgun
たら
boxes we
そ
pick
の
up in the
時
entire run
対処
is
するので
The reason for this is that I am doing this run on the easy difficulty setting, and before Kotaku commenters get angry at me about that, it doesn't really change a whole lot about the
ただ
run as it stands.
今
In
プ
fact,
レイし
several
てる
bosses are
最
actually
中な
completely
ので
identical between difficulties, amount
ちょ
of
っと
health, and how much damage you take, blah,
ゲー
blah,
ム
blah,
画面を
blah.
止めるのは
The amount of
さすが
damage
に
you
ま
take
ずい
does
の
change,
で
but I don't get hit anyway. I'm too good for that sort of thing.
どうしても
It's also
すぐ
still,
に
still really
今す
possible
ぐ
to
に
die on
対処するというのが難しいです。もう
won't,
完全に止まっ
It
ちゃっ
won't
たら
happen
対
for
処しますけど
Punchy
も
because Punchy's actually very good at this game. But
I
if you're
opened the door.
starting out in this game, you're trying to route out just like 2 health drinks. Good luck because it's very easy, especially later on in the sewers, to
今は大丈夫
die.
ですか？
When I first started, this float
ただちょっ
stinger
と
was a
映像
problem.
が遅れちゃってますね。ラグがあっておそらく
So yeah, when you're playing
固まってしまったせいだと
ammo
思います
boxes
け
have
ど、
double value. So like this would normally have 6 in it, instead it has 12. So that means I have to spend less time wandering around trying to pick up ammo boxes, which is groovy. So I have a total of 30 shotgun
多分
shells
話
through
し
the
たタイミ
entire
ン
run,
グ
and
と
that's it.
実際に映像が出るまで30秒くらいラグがありますね、今。
I can miss like a few, and that's it. There's a bit of accounting for variance of like bosses having certain health values or whatever, so like it's forgiving enough. But if I start whiffing shots left and right, I'm in trouble. So I'm not going to do that. So we're collecting keys at the moment, so I can hit the other side of the score. I will turn right, but not turn right too far in order to draw that guy's aggro to get past. That's a specific kind of like tap and then run again. And again, you can't stop on a dime, so if you like screw the movement up, you're kind of forced to just watch yourself blunder blindly into danger.
Yeah, Harry can like stumble forward if you stop on the wrong frame, and
Yeah.
that tends to be a bad thing, especially when you're
Tends
dealing
to
with
be,
kids.
but
Tends to be.
that's a stumble cancel, except it wasn't a stumble cancel, but I was trying to stumble cancel.
That's
That
such a
was the
hard
idea.
trick. That's such a hard trick to pull off, the stumble right there to.
そうですね、ビビり声の
trigger there.
30秒くらい後に身構えておくと
Shotgun
ちょう
while
ど
we're
いい
in
と
the
思い
menu
ます。
because opening the menu takes time, a revelation. So while we're in the menu, we're just going to equip the shotgun because we need it like 5 minutes from now or something.
It's the only time you have to equip a weapon.
This cutscene is unskippable.
ただプレステ1のゲームならさすがに
Donation, please.
Look how pretty
大丈夫じゃないかな。
Donation?
Cinematics, man.
プレステ1のゲーム自分でプレイするとめっちゃ
donation
怖
from
いけど。
NIF. It said Silent Hill was the first survival horror game. So naturally, I had to stay
屋上
up
の
until
排
2
水溝
a.m.
の
to see
奥
it
に
destroyed.
あ、なる
Best
ほ
of
ど。
luck on the run, and hello, night owls in the crowd. Donation to Runner's Choice.
Sweet. Superman 64, any percent. Donate for that run. It's amazing. I'm not even kidding. You think it's bad? It's so much worse. It's absolutely amazing.
まあリストリーム
What
は
am I doing again? Right, key.
ラジオ代わりでもいいと思
Key
い
in
ま
the
すよ。
courtyard, that's what I was doing. I know what I'm doing, don't worry about it. So we get this key. That turning was awkward. No one knows unless I say it. Why do I say it?
Don't worry, I know.
Quiet. Quiet you. Okay, so now I have both keys and I can proceed to the end of like the
そうですね、
dungeon,
基本
I guess.
的に
Dungeon feels like
ラジオの
Zelda
音とか
terminology, but
I always call them
I know
dungeons.
they
そのくらいしか
break into very
なってない
dungeon-like
ですね、
sections,
現
so
状
we
だ
just
と。
call them dungeons. But like that feels very like Zelda-ish
You
terminology.
just call it levels. Level
Yeah.
1, school.
Levels?
Level 2, hospital.
Stage 1.
It's honestly like one of the harder sections as well, and it's going quite well. I try and hit that door like as close to the left edge
ホラー
as
ゲーム
possible
は
to
ろく
avoid
な
the
思い出ないんです
possibility of a
よ。
bonk. Because again, I'm a very boring person who is
ホラー
considering
が
the
苦手だって言
possibilities
ってるの
of
に
all
驚か
sorts
し
of
て
how
く
to
る
open
人と
doors.
か
There's an
ね
exact science.
結構い
Please
る
read
から
my
ね。
book entitled How to Open Doors. Right, valve puzzle.
朝頃のビデオはおそらく昨日が夜頃に追加しますって言ってたんで、夜頃に追加されるんじゃないかと思います。
I'm out here.
ちょっと正確なことは何とも言えません。
Not too bad to readjust.
これ
though.
ボ
That's
ス
fine.
なんですかね。
So we're coming up on a
それ
boss
とも
here,
ただ
and
の
this boss is
サポ的なん
interesting
ですかね。
because it can instantly kill you if you screw the timing up. Won't happen. It's dead
On,
easy.
on any difficulty.
なん
On
か
any
画面
difficulty
が
as
す
well.
ごいブ
But
ラーか
this
かっ
one
て、
can totally just kill you if you mess the
あ、
timing.
ボス戦だったん
So
で
the
す
way
ね、
this
今の。
works is I will run forward, hope for good RG. 1, 2, 3. No, it didn't hit me. Sweet.
後ろ大丈夫、誰もいないから
He'll like flex his mouth for a bit, like, you know. Okay, come on. 1, 2, dead. That's a boss
ツ
fight.
ボは確かに後半
When he opens
2
his
回
mouth,
ほど
pop 2
脅か
shots
され
and he
まし
dies
た
immediately.
ね。
If for some reason you whiff a shot or don't shoot him or like
あ
his
れな
mouth
ければ
closes
い
on
い
top
ゲー
of
ム
you,
だったんだけどね、ツ
gone,
ボ。
dead, bye.
いや、いいゲームだと思うけど、ツボは。
But the timing on that's like dead easy. I want this key. Keys in awkward shaped doors, such as Silent Hill.
なるほど。
Do not want to forget keys in this
口
game,
を
especially
開けた
after
ところに打て
areas.
ばよか
There's
っ
a key later on. You forget to pick it up. You will have to run all the way
Yeah, the
back.
game will
口なんですか？
totally let you leave without
Yeah.
a key.
They'll let you run across town before you find the locked door that it opens.
Okay, so I did a minor optimization there that I'm now going to bore everyone with. When you approach a door straight on, in some instances, Harry has some common sense about not slamming his face into it. This is bad because it means he'll walk slowly towards it. I don't want him to walk slowly towards it. I want to run. Listen to me. So I have to turn awkwardly, like I have to approach the door at a side angle in order to get him to run towards the door and avoid his like common sense walking. I do not like common sense walking. This is no time for common sense. This is GDQ. You can't be held back by things like common sense.
ET モードでやってるんですね、これ。
Doors must open. Every single like text box I'm doing a two-fingered mash as well with like triangle and X because I have both of them down to skip. Gets rid of text faster, draws it on the screen or whatever, but because text all draws instantaneously, no language version of the game is faster than the other. If you have a Japanese copy of this game, just like play ball. I've tried it. I set a record on JP and everyone was like, is JP faster? And I was like, no, I just got bored. I was playing on JP for fun.
I just got a JP copy myself.
I know, I saw it, I want it.
No.
そうですね。
If I get world record, give
も
it to me.
うどこで来るかも分かってるだろうし、
Okay, oh, this guy's being... what do you
安
want?
心感はあり
Get
ま
out
す
of here.
ね。
Whiff.
He's still-
Again, you
he's
want
still
two?
on it.
Nah, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh, you're good, good.
I pawed him off. You don't want it.
He went above the buildings.
Does the second guy want a piece? Nah.
なるほど、大体イージーと、レギュレーションで
So
難易
those
度が
guys
分か
are
れ
all
てない
I
限り
draw
大体
them
イージー
all,
って
but
感
I
じ
don't
なん
know
で
they
すか
chase me,
ね。
how many times they attack me. Random.
あー
That was actually
そっか
pretty good
一
luck
周目は
because the one guy took a
ヒン
shot,
ト
he
と
whiffed
か
it
があんま
clean,
り
and
ない
the
ん
other
です
guy
ね、
just
この
didn't
ゲーム。
care. So that's pretty
だ
good.
から大変なんで
We'll
す
go into the
ね。
church here. We will be told our arrival was foretold by gyromancy, which is complete gibberish. Gyromancy, like the divination of circles or something. So like, did she walk in a circle to tell us? Whatever. Video games. So this door, the only way to avoid not bonking it is to approach it at like a very specific... I didn't get it, which is annoying. I'm annoyed by that. You need to approach at a very specific angle. Some people just kind of run at it and leave it to luck. It's not luck. It's a very
確かにそれもそうですね。
specific angle that works.
ちょっと普段難易度があるようなゲームを RTA してないもので、
It works great for me because I am always tilted, in some respect. That's
This
my
game
brand.
is tilting.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
Punchy used
難易
to
度自
sound
体
more
はあ
like
った
our
わ。
donation reader until he started playing this game.
Now I'm very high strung all the time.
That's what this game does to you, dude.
It looks very chill. It is not.
No. Coming up on the hard, like one of the hardest rooms in the game, by
This,
the way.
yeah, this will not look it. This is one of the hardest pieces of movement in the entire game. Let's see how I do. Weave. Nailed it.
Dude, nice. Actually, nice.
Clap for that.
That doesn't
it
look
might
as
not
hard
have
as it
looked
is.
cool.
It's
But it's
insanely hard. Actually, really hard at high level.
Okay, so the reason that is so hard is because Silent Hill 1 has a bit of a frame rate issue. It's supposed to run at 30
さっきの
FPS.
部屋、
It doesn't. It runs at like 20 at good
今
moments, and in that room in particular, the
何
frame
か
rate can get as bad as
メニューを
single
操作してた
digits.
部屋が
As a result of
め
this,
っちゃくちゃ
inputs are
難しいって
delayed.
話を
Sometimes
し
they
てま
get
すね。
stopped, and moving in that room is
なんか
like swimming in a river of bricks. It's
角とかに引っかかると
impossible. You don't want to do
簡
it.
単に
So
10
doing
秒
that
くらい
movement
ロ
around
ス
the
すること
railing
があるって
to
言っ
hit
てますね。
that console, because the console also juts out slightly far, so it's really easy to get stuck on the corner where you can't use the key. It's
多
actually
分大体
really
そんなこと
hard.
言ってた。
It's very easy to lose 10 seconds plus in that room to totally dunking the movement.
悪魔城
But
は
I nailed it. So
昨
I'm quite
日や
happy
って
with
ました
myself.
ね。意味わからなかっ
Something
た。
interesting to mention with the run and walk modes, you actually have a tighter
ですね。基本的に
walk,
30
turn
FPS で
radius with the walk mode.
Yeah.
動作してるけど、時々フレームレートが落ち込んでみたいなことを言ってるっぽかったかな。ちゃんと理解できてないけ
The
ど
tight。walking is an underrated, underutilized aspect of the movement in this game. Even at like high levels of running this, everyone seems to want to run everywhere. I get why. Everyone thinks it's faster, but no, sometimes you must turn. So now we're going to do some optional stuff here in this area. See, there's the tight walk. Because we are getting the bad plus
なるほど、
ending, which you may notice is
ダメージ
not the
は
worst ending
攻
of the
撃受け
game.
ない
You
から
would
関
logically
係ない
think
の。
that worst ending would be the fastest, and you would be wrong because you thought logically. See, I told you, it doesn't work. You can't do that. Don't do it.
Not
So-
in Silent Hill.
We're going to pick up the red liquid. This is technically an optional item. However, it is instrumental in a glitch that we will be doing about like 10 to 20 minutes from now?
20. Let's say 20.
We'll say 20. So and it's a doozy, so like stay tuned for that one.
やっぱりプレステ1
There
の
is
グラフ
actually
ィ
a
ックっ
glitch in
て
the sequence break in this run, I promise.
ロ
All
ーポリ
survival
で
horror runs
なお
aren't
かつテ
necessarily
クスチャが
played
歪む
completely
か
straight.
らすごい不気味に感じますよね。
As soon as
あくまで
Harry starts
個人
flexing,
的な
Oh, there's
感
actually
想
a
で
queue
すけ
for
ど。
that?
I have weird cues for this game. As
Oh
soon
my
as soon as
gosh.
his legs start to go, that's when you go.
Because the generator doesn't actually line up all the time. You can't use the generator turning on as a queue. It doesn't always work that way.
It's
So
kind of weird.
Yeah.
So you have to examine every
プレステ
floor
1
on
の
every
ポリゴン
floor.
怖いですよね、
Well,
やっぱり。
apart from floor 1, but anyway. So we examine the doors on floor 2 and floor 3, and then fourth floor appears. Spooky.
64とかはそうでも
And
な
that's
い
how
ん
we
ですけ
progress.
ど
That's how we reach Nightmare Hospital. So the goal of Nightmare
エレ
Hospital
ベー
is
タ
to
ーで
collect
各階に
four
降りる
colored
と、
tablets. They're keys. That's how this
あ
game
あ、こ
works.
の
They're
裏に
keys.
なってるってや
They
つ
don't
です
look
か
like
ね。
keys, but they're keys.
何これ
And
中
then
今
we
いた
use
よ
them in a
ね。
corresponding puzzle that, again, it's keys. I just want keys. Here's one of them. It's just kind of in a bathroom. It's where I leave my keys all the time, so I don't know, that makes sense to me.
So unfazed by that spooky noise, by the way.
It happens
What a
every time. It's
professional.
scripted
なんという
as far
か
as you walk into the room. Okay, so RNG time. Wait.
そう、勝手に怖く補正しちゃうのはすごいわか
This
る。
nurse can block you at the door. I totally got to buy on that. So like you can hit that door on like the furthest corner possible to
あ
like
ー
minimize
もちろん
the
出来のいい
risk.
ポリゴンとか
She can also grab you
し
on
っ
the
かり
way.
作られたものは怖くないですけどね。
Nice.
Luck is good so far. But the hospital can
これ
swing
RNG なんです
runs
か？
pretty hard, whether based on whether or not you get things
あ、
or do not
RNG という
get
の
things,
は
or if nurses feel like
乱数
they're
のこと
douchebags.
ですね。
Or doctors, in fact.
Yeah, hospital has a lot of randomness to it and can be pretty challenging at high level compared to the school because the patterns of these doctors and nurses are not set the way they
Not
look.
at all.
And you get grabbed by their nurse when you get out of the room, you can just say 2 seconds goodbye, and that's huge.
Fortunately, grabs don't do any damage. There's 0 damage attacks. Strangely enough, they don't look it, but they are. No damage.
Actually,
ああ、視界が悪いと怖さが増すっていうのも確かにありますね。
I don't know.
た
I
だ
don't want to get hit.
なんか
So that trigger,
プレステ版のポリゴンの
take one
そ
step
の
into
粗
the
さの
room and
雰
you
囲気が
can
怖いっていう
do it from
感
a
じがあるんですよ
standstill.
ね
You。have to take at least one step into that room to use that
あくまで
blood
個
pack so
人の
I
意
can
見
get
ですけどね。
that green key-ish thing. It's a tablet, whatever. Time for a puzzle. So Silent Hill 1, unlike its like later games in the series, the puzzles are all fixed. They were fixed solutions. Whereas like later games in the series have random
操
puzzles
作性
that
の
like,
悪
you
さ
can
で
obviously
怖
add
さ
even
を
further with
煽
like
っ
some
てる
people
のっ
just
て言っ
guess
た
the
ら、
solutions in speedruns. Like
バイオ
sorry,
ハザード
Resident
と
Evil
かの
3,
ラ
where
ジ
people
コン
just
操作系は
rapid
そうで
fire
す
into
ね
the。codes. This game doesn't have that. I'm very grateful for that because I don't like that.
Yeah, with Silent Hill speedrunning, you kind of choose your flavor of RNG.
right, yeah.
Time for nurse push. You have to push her out of the way, and if you get, she didn't die.
Nice.
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 そうですね。び
I
っ
got
くり
it,
系は
but
ど
she
ちらかという
didn't
と
die.
バイオハザードと
Yeah,
かそっち
I
系
will.
で、
That's gonna cost
サ
me
イ
a
レント
bullet,
キル
I
はそう
think.
いうびっくりさせるようなのは確かにあんまりないです。
Are you dead? I was gonna say yeah. Like
Yeah,
I didn't. I got good RNG
少
on
なくとも
the
今見てる
first
感じだ
like
と。
go through, but I didn't actually kill her. So
Premature celebration.
good RNG. I botched the execution. Whatever. I don't care. I didn't get hit. Spent a bullet extra, which that spending the 1 bullet extra here actually could have serious knock-on implications for the rest of the run. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial, kids. Basement, where I belong. Delayed reaction on that one, but I'll take it.
It's late, you know, you gotta give me some
Yes, it
credit.
is. I downed like 5 pints of Coke before this run, like
あ
cola.
あ、なるほ
Welcome
ど
to
ね
America.。
You need a bucket or something?
焦ら
with
せ
a
て
barrel?
恐怖を煽るっていうのは確かに
Dude,
あ
everywhere
る
I
か
go
も
to
しれ
has
ま
free
せん
refills.
ね
It's。not like that in the UK. It's amazing.
Right?
Been enjoying it so much. This
So
is-
I saw you had a red velvet cake the other day.
I know. I went to IHOP and they just had a whole cake as a meal, and like I got halfway through it before I realized I'm just eating a whole cake as a meal. This is amazing. This country's fascinating. Okay, so the basement.
今みたいな
Like the more basementy
多分
basement.
配
You
信だ
hollow
と
out a
もうちょ
new
っとあった
basement
けど
inside of the
力で
basement.
階段を登っていくシーンは怖い。
Spooky basement.
In order to get this key,
ああ
so
いう
we
ふう
can
に
leave.
ズ
The
ームアウ
whole
トされ
hospital
て
has
る
been
の
leading
は
up to trying to
怖
get
い。
that key. We go in the hospital to find a key to leave the hospital. Some story stuff happens in between. It's not like we just came here to leave.
And that key pickup is actually somewhat specific. If you just mash X out of the scene, you'll just look at the portrait. So you have to turn a little bit left before you mash.
Yeah.
I think the portrait and the key pickup zones overlap somewhat.
They do. Totally.
That's the second box of bullets we're going to pick
なるほど。
up, and that's like the last thing.
街そのものが呪われてるんですか。
Okay, so final bit of RNG here. A thing I call the doc block. There is a doctor. He can stand in the way of a door. I would strongly prefer it if he didn't. He's in the way of the door. I'm going to walk around him instead. Okay, I played that well. And that's the hospital. That went decently.
Not bad.
It was good.
そうですね。バイオ1は扉はロード時間ですね。
Now here's
地
that
下で
key that
娘
we
に
do
い
not
た
want
少
to
女の写
forget.
真。なるほど。
They even point you away from the key, so if
Yeah.
you just run forward, then you'll just like, look, there's the door. Let's leave.
No, it doesn't work like that. Again, common
Not a
sense.
good idea.
Wrong.
The person leaves the key and is like, you need this, but doesn't give it to you. Just like, take it.
Leaves it on the table.
Oh, Dahlia.
えっ これは今アメリカでやってるオースムゲームスダンクイックというイベントの日本語配信になってます。
Wonderful, we have plenty of them. We have a $302 donation
RTA
from
っていうゲ
Winslash.
ームをなるべく早くクリアするってい
Remember when
う
I kept moonwalking in the beginning of Silent
遊び方があるん
Hill
です
because
け
I was
ど、
afraid
それ
of
の
First Alley?
ト
Good
ップのプレイヤ
times,
ー
just
た
like
ち
this
が集ま
run.
って、
Thanks again for all
い
the
ろんな
work
ゲ
all
ーム
of you are
で
doing, and money
RTA を
goes
披
to
露
Ron's
して、
choice.
チャリティーを募るっていうイベントになった。
We also have a $150 donation from PSauce that says, first time donating.
おー、
I can't think of
2000
anything
ドル
cool
ド
to
ネーション
say.
入っ
I
た。
just love speedruns, and you guys are the best. Save the frames, kill the cancer. Is that right?
I love speedruns too.
そう
This
です
hobby
ね、
is
サイレ
great.
ントヒルなんかも、こ
We also
の
have a
霧で
$10
見えないっ
donation
ていう
from
のを
Echo that says, Punchy speedrunning is
うまくやって
commentary
ま
as
すよ
well
ね。
as the game. Amazing work.
I'm always like this. It's not even just the commentary. I'm like this talking to me.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but one more time. We have a $2,000 donation from Anonymous.
で、このチャリティーで集まった
And I'm going to give you credit for this
お
one,
金は
Punchy.
全部
It says, I've heard
プリベン
tales
ト
of
キャ
how
ンサ
bad
ーってい
Superman
う
64is.
が
I
ん予防
must
とか
see
がん研
why.
究系の
Really must.
団体に寄付されま
It is
す。
extraordinary. I was watching it in the practice room. It's unreal.
始まってから今3日目だったっけで、今38万9401ドル集まってますね。
Underutilized. I think I'm the only one who does it really. Light must go off here because there are monkey enemies outside. I call them monkeys. I think they're like officially called rompers or whatever.
Rompers, yeah.
Point is, they're incredibly sensitive to the light, and they will track you
キノピオ
like,
換算
off
やめよ
entire buildings if they even catch a glimpse of your light. And if they
う。
touch
これ
you,
もボス戦
they'll
かな。
knock you down. And getting knocked down wastes time, so I don't want that. Waste like 5 seconds getting
Yeah,
knocked
it's a lot of
annoying.
time.
Worst
Yeah.
enemy in the game, by far. You get knocked down, that's 5
なるほど。
seconds every time.
Okay, so
地全
we have a
体
boss
が裏
coming
世
up
界になっちゃ
where
った
I
の
can
か。
get a one cycle on him, be doing a very
日
specific
本だとチャリティー
manipulation
自
of
体が難しいです
movements
か
in
ら
order to get
ね。
him to move a specific way across the grate, but it's also kind of timing based, so I will 2 steps back, turn left, run a bit forward. Nah, I fucked up.
あ、なるほど。怖いシーンはムービーで結構あるんですね。
Excuse you? Wow, okay. I was kind of expecting that to kill him. How are you not dead?
What?
Damn, was that 7?
That was 7.
That was 7.
I think
yeah.
one of my shots hit iframes, which, yeah, okay. So that was completely awful. Never mind that. You can get that in like 6 shots in one cycle.
ジャパニーズリストリームさんに100万円寄付するなら、それを本家の方
That
に
is
寄付しましょ
whatever,
う
that's。like 18 seconds or something. I don't know. Who's keeping count? I'm not.
Let's not.
The game is.
The game.
Yep, yep.
We know.
I don't care what the game thinks. I have a better opinion of mine. I blame the game. It's your fault. It wasn't, but I'm going to do it anyway. So another outdoor segment here, and again, we run in the dark as well, like for
説明書を
a
読んだのよ。
while. Because again, enemy aggro is important. So
そうですね。
if you're
2
wondering
番
how
目
I'm
のボ
doing
ス
this
はあ
without
っけ
being
なく
able
終わ
to
っ
see
てま
it,
したね。
there's no trick. I kind of just know where I'm going. But since it's just kind of a dark running segment, we have time for another couple of donations, I think.
Wonderful. We have a $5 donation from Will who says, Hey Punchy, it's me. I'm blessing this run with sub 32 pace.
Not happening.
Good to know.
Out of the question since Twin Feeler.
$40 from Piculator that says, I have never been more fascinated by the intricacies of doors.
I'm glad. Seriously, I worked hard on that.
2人が31
Everyone
分で
must
終わ
understand
ら
the
せてる
pain
この
of
ゲームを。
doors in this game. But
世
yeah,
界記録は
sub 32 pace
31分って今言ってました。
Not a thing. The world record for this game currently held by me by
ただ結構乱数とかによって左右されるみたいなことを言ってましたね、今。
Outstandingly good RNG, and you need to not
間違
really
えて
do
ない
a
よ
whole
ね
lot of things
翻訳
wrong to get a sub 32. So that, nope.
2 people have
一応スピードラン .com 確認してみ
Two
ます。
people have done 31s, and only
and
one,
a test.
Yeah.
only
It's
one
just
of them's
insane.
done it more than once, and that would be me.
世界記録は
Okay, so Float Stinger.
31分
Float Stinger is
43
an
秒で
interesting boss because people very often ask me, why are you not just dumping all of your ammo into him
終わら
straight
せて
away?
ますね。
Because it doesn't work. If it did work, I would
ちなみ
do
に
it.
今
I don't know how dumb
プレ
you
イして
think I
る
am.
彼が
But
31
again,
分
common sense. You're doing it
43
wrong.
秒で世界記録を。
I'm doing the strat where I'm just going to stand here and pump shots. This is conventionally known as a bad idea.
で、
but I
今
don't care
これ
about
プレイ
things
してる
like
のは
that.
やっぱりイージー
You
モード
have
みたい
to
ですね。
space your shots out like so. 1, 2. Dead.
なんか
Nice.
日本から買えるって言ってる
It's a
人
little more
と
obvious
買え
when
な
you're
かっ
moving
たっ
around
て言ってる
because
人がいまし
his
た。
iframes are when
も
he's
し
not
欲しい
moving.
デザインの T シャツがあるなら、
After you
試しに
shoot him
買
and
って
stop
みるといい
moving,
と思いま
he
す。
starts moving again. Then you can
あと気をつけなきゃいけないのがアメリカンサイズなので、普段自分が着てるサイズより一つ下のサイズを買った方がいいです。
I just kind of stand my ground and do it off like a bead in my head.
And the only thing about standing still is that you might get hit. You get hit, so you're trading health for not having to strafe.
ただ届くまで時間がかかるって言ってる人がいたん
It's not
で、
only kind of fun, but it's a little bit safer.
もし買うなら気長に待った方がいいと思います。
Doing the strafe is that I found that standing still and pacing your shots tends to work out faster by a couple of seconds. But on the other
なる
hand,
ほど、
it's
ボス
now
を
made
倒
this
したら
run quite
表に
risky
戻る
because
ん
we
だ。
have the sewers coming up, which is the RNG densest part of the run, which, you know, how is that possible when everything so far has been random? It's quite possible, and you'll see how. There are 5 dodges that need to be performed, all of which are totally not down to me whether or not they work. I'm just going to hope. And if they don't work,
なる
they'll
ほ
block
ど。
me, and they'll
カー
hit
ド
me.
の対応
And
次第
if
って
this
感じな
happens
んです
too many
ね。
times
暗
in
記
a
も
row,
T シャツはあり
it
ま
is
せん。
extremely possible that I will just flat die.
Yep. And the enemies that he's going to be encountering, it's really easy to get stuck on their hitboxes. I don't know why Harry just gets completely stuck on them.
They're lanky, but in like the wide way.
Right,
Fat, that's
yes.
the word I want.
There's like an invisible box around them.
A box of kitting or something. He's moving. Out of the
Oh,
way.
nice.
That's good RNG when he moves like that.
暗記も奏者が世界的に増えたらあるかもしれないけど、
2 out of 4.
Two, that's great. That's great. We're not done yet.
not over yet.
We're not done.
We're not done yet.
They're kind of paced out over
Yeah,
the
you're out of
sewers,
the
so we
woods
don't
for
get
a
them all
little
out of the way, but that's a good start. I save health, I save time, everyone's happy.
Yeah, and
Or at least I'm happy.
Even on easy, when you get hit by those sewer monsters, it is brutal.
もう
Absolutely
暗記も
brutal.
暗記もとだけ書いた T シャツを作ればいいんじゃないか。今の敵なにな
The
ん
other
か
thing to note
変
about
な
those sewer
形
monsters
してた
is
け
you
ど、
can potentially, if you have good reaction time, see how they're
カエル？
moving or hear how they're moving
カエルではない
and
か。
move in the
でかい
proper
し
way,
な。
but it is very tight, and you have
な
to
ん
be
か気味
ready
悪
for
い
it.
な。
I just YOLO it.
Yeah, there's also that strat too.
I'm the world record holder, listen to my advice. Don't think, don't feel. Well, do feel, but just feel. Only feel, really.
No feelings.
No, go, run. Blocked. Oh, God, wow. No, I'm good.
We're good.
I turned a bit farther. It's okay. No double block. Okay, 4th guy. Excuse me.
That's reasonable.
3 out of 4 is okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard. 1 hit is fine. I can manage 1 hit.
Yeah, if you get hit by all 4 of them, you're probably gonna die. It's that bad.
Yeah, that's like half your health. And I trade half my health for 2 seconds on Float Stinger, which in retrospect is a really bad deal. I don't know, I just sort of
な
did
る
it.
ほど。説明しづらい時が
Maybe
多
I
いんじゃない
shouldn't
です
have
か。
done that.
You can pick up the kit like in the
Don't
antique shop
think,
later.
don't feel だと考えるな感じるなになっちゃいますよ。
Playing it,
Sometimes speedrunning gotta
Don't
come from the
think,
heart,
don't
man.
feel run.
playing safe, no.
なるほど
Common
な。
sense, you're doing it again.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Unacceptable.
I'm being too common here. That's why I have a 32, not a 31.
The commoners commentating my run.
I know, right?
Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm like
この
turning
場合は RTA し
weirdly
ろっ
into
ていう
those
意味
doors
じゃないで
again
す
to
か
try
ね。
and prevent bonking. So like it
は
seems
い、
like
今
oh,
サ
why
イ
is
レ
he
ントヒ
losing
ルやって
time
ます
by
た
running
だ
into a wall?
解説で
It's
きる
because
人
I'm
が
trying
い
to
ない
prevent
ので
bonking, and it works out better this way.
配
Promise.
信担当してる
Not doing it.
私がただ
Another
雑
little thing
談を
about
しなが
doors
ら
that I
見
don't
てる
think
だ
we
けみたいに
mentioned
なっ
is that you can buffer your turn during the load zone, which is another little thing to set up your lines in this game.
Oh, yeah, like a fun quirk of this game's movement as well is that when you go through a door, any load screen,
2
and start holding like up
バー
and
ジョ
a
ンによって
direction
結
to
構
try and
設
turn,
定が違う
there's a random
設定という
chance the
か
game won't buffer that input correctly
ちょっと
and your
ずつ違
turn
うん
will
で
go
すね。
wide. I call this a wide turn because I'm horribly uncreative. But it's still a thing that can happen, and there are several places where if it does happen, it can like horribly botch your strats and like make you take damage and get you like it sucks. You don't want it ever, really. Tight turns are pretty much always better. There's no instance in where I would ever want a wide turn, but it's just a thing that happens sometimes. Movement RNG, outstanding. Silent Hill, new frontiers in a speed game. Will this 5th guy get out of the way? Kind of a bit. That worked. I got through. 4 out of 5 on the dodge RNG in the sewers is perfectly good. Perfectly fine. Not perfect, but perfectly fine.
That's probably the worst place in the game to get a bonk, by the way. You'll
Yes.
just get surrounded and ouch.
So again, I have to do this in the dark because there is one romper enemy off
3 だ
to
った
the
と
right
しても
side of the
UFO エン
resort
ドを
area.
や
This
るとは
resort area
限
is
ら
like
な
a
いよ
side。quest thing where you can do to get the good ending. That's slow, so no, I'm not doing it.
We did that 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, you did.
サイレン
Thank you, Ranit.
の
Amazing.
だ
But yeah, we have time for another couple of donations. It's just running in the dark.
Perfect. We have a $100 donation from Ven Bright. It says, "Hey all, Ven Bright here. I had to save up some cash, so I donated all at once during Punchy's Silent Hill run. You're doing great out there on the main stage, my dude. Keep it up and knock that
そう
run
で
out
す
of the
ね。
park.
2 の
Money goes to your
お前
choice."
の仕業だったのかくらいは知ってますけど、
It was so into the
あとサイレントヒルの歌。
$50 from Agent Junior.
それくらいしか
that
知らないで
says,
す
"Have you
ね。で
seen a
も
little girl?"
あ、なるほど、ドネーションで UFO エンドは確かにありえそう。
And a $50 donation from Fat Home that says, "Good luck, Punchy. Find Cheryl. Sincerely, B Couch."
いや、UFO エンドはネタとして有
We
名
still
な
got
の
time for
で、
another couple.
一応知ってま
A
す。
$150 donation from Drying Bloodline that says, "Greetings from Germany. I was wondering why it's so foggy outside my window."
確か
Then I realized,
SG
oh, they're playing Silent
2017
Hill
で
1.
2017だったか覚えてないけど、どっかで犬やってましたね。
Forward for this run. Go for it, Punchy. Help good old Harry find his Cheryl.
Harry is the best dad in video games. Like, low-key, he is the best video game dad. Journeys through hell to find his daughter because he just cares that
へ
much.
へ、イエティで言ってるん
Big
だ。
goal, though.
Okay, so this is the lighthouse run, and right away we have RNG that I don't understand how it even exists, but it does. Because there's a monkey enemy at the top of these stairs that could, for some reason, start off in a state where he's basically pre-aggroed and knock you down as soon as you get up there. He is, in fact,
Yep.
pre-aggroed. Huh? Okay. He kind of got stuck on the stairs. Yeah, whatever, it works. I'm through. Bye.
No more rompers.
But yeah, it's pitch black. I can't really see anything. I have to keep flashing my light on and off to see where I'm even
これも
going
バ
because
ッドエ
just the
ンド
movement's
確定なん
specific
ですか？
otherwise. That monkey was pre-aggroed as soon as I got up the stairs. I don't know how that's possible. That shouldn't be
じゃあ
possible.
グ
That's
ッドエンドを
BS.
目指す
But
RTA
nevertheless,
っていう
it
わ
is a
けで
thing
はな
that
いんです
happens
ね。
sometimes.
2% だと
And I
か。
kind of got away with it, so I'm okay with it.
Also, the frame rate just goes crazy here.
It goes
This
to
is
complete
the true
pop.
roller coaster.
My frame rate is low, but my speed is high.
あ、ニューゲームでグッドエンドを目指す
Now one of
RTA も別であるみたい
really
です
great
ね。
killer for people learning this game is the lighthouse climb and the descent.
Yep, so you'll bonk on the wall a lot here. My strategy is just to hold walk every so often to readjust my angle. You wouldn't think that'd be faster, but again, you're doing the common sense thing again. So you have to readjust your angle every so often. You do a strafe here as soon as you reach the top to quickly get back on the stairs, because there's a cutscene in place, but we don't see it. So like a hot Silent Hill speed strat
その
thing
バ
that's
ッ
not
ドエンド
immediately
目指す
obvious.
RTA は
Strafing,
何かが
like,
違うんじゃない
its
か
speed
な。
is slower than just straight running. So in a lot of situations, you would think it would be faster to strafe to a location. You are almost always wrong about this.
ああ、
because
確か
you're
に
doing
ライ
the
トオフ
common
だ
sense
と
thing
何
again.
して
You
る
have
かは
to
分かり
turn.
にくいですね。
And, you know, later
特に
games
こういう
in
イベン
Silent
ト
Hill
だと。
series really clean up the strafe movement, but this game, no way. Harry sucks at strafing.
Yeah, you also can't transition from a strafe cleanly into a run. In later games, you can, so the movement is a lot more
Yeah, I think
freeform. Whereas again, in this game, Harry controls like a car. There's a reason they don't make them like this anymore, for better or worse.
If it was instantaneous, the routing in terms of movement with this game
いや
is
ー、美味し
super
んぼの
different.
バッドエンドとサ
I
イレ
love
ント
this
ヒ
game
ル
to
のバ
bits,
ッド
and
エ
I
ン
think
ド
it's a
は
very
だいぶ
interesting
違う
survival
気は
horror
します
speedrun
け
because
ど
of its like momentum-based tank control. It's a momentum game, really, not unlike a platformer. But it's so weird. It's so hard to get used to. So progress through the sewers here. There's one last instance of like a sewer guy potentially blocking me. It's super rare. But again, given the pedigree of the horror blocks that he's doing it, and he didn't quite do it. He thought about doing it and then kind of pulled out. So thank you. Didn't want that.
Double mumbler incoming? Question mark?
Yeah, okay, here's a completely useless fact. This enemy, he always spawns. In this tunnel, there can be a green guy who spawns. Sometimes not. He didn't spawn.
なんだか
I don't know why.
新しい
Sometimes there's a dude in this tunnel.
暗
The
記物
tunnel
の
guy's there.
考察ができてますね。
He spawns,
精神おか
sometimes
し
he
くなってる
doesn't.
から同
I
じっ
don't
て
know
言わ
why.
れて
It never
も
matters which combination you get because I just move around them. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, here's the glitch of the run.
何これ
Because there's one.
今のは
Normally,
何が
you
起きてい
skip
た
a
ので
boss
しょ
by like using the red liquid on them, but a random enemy in this area has the flag that allows you to skip them by I have missed the trigger. Oh dear.
う。なんでしょうこれは。
Uh-oh.
これは何が起きてるんでしょうか。
Please give this to me.
There we go.
Thank
Nice.
I had a panic moment there. That happened to ESA. I don't want it to happen again. And
What
skipping the boss
happened?
via an unintended glitch like this makes this happen.
It replaces Sybil's model with the Shadow Baby.
Or like that's what I call them.
何が起きてるんだ
And Harry has
He's got a moment.
Sybil.
Snap out of it.
Snap out of it. What's going on?
Sybil.
これが笑ってた理由ですね。What happened? って言ってんのはこっちだ
I'll
よ。
take care
I'm
of
not
you.
talking because I don't really have words for that. And then it just clears up as soon as that cutscene's done. That has no
Everything's back
lasting
to
effects
normal.
on the game whatsoever.
Everything's back to normal. It's all good.
I also didn't check my ammo during that menu, so I don't actually know how many I've got. If I have I need at least 2 for the final nurse kill in this area of the game. I didn't look, so I don't know. So I'm just going to assume I have the correct amount.
Well, I mean, if you have 1, you could kick her down.
Oh, by the way, the,
本来
that glitch animation is
操
different
ら
on
れてる
for
父兄さんと
Is it?
戦うイベントがあるので
Yeah,
す
that was
が、
different.
雑魚にイベントアイテムを使うこと
I'm
で
used to
そ
that
れら
one
を
because
す
this
べ
is
て
just the version
飛ばし
of
ま
the
し
game I've
た。
ran on.
なるほど
Because。like in like world record attempts, you don't normally see that glitched cutscene because I just skip it.
mad.
But
You're busy mad.
like
それで
I'm not
あんな
going
風
to
にバグっ
deprive
ちゃっ
the
てこと
marathon.
なんですかね。
So now we're in nowhere, which is a weird kind of hodgepodge of all the previous locations.
これはもう一般人とは言えないかもしれませんね。
So again, I've just memorizing the layout of this is
あ、
quite
そう
hard
なんで
because
す。
it doesn't make
本来
physical
は
sense. It's designed to not make physical sense.
Yeah, no map or anything.
なるほど
On
ね。
top of that, you have a lot of tough hitboxes. And
I have 2. I have 2. I have exactly the right amount of ammo.
There we go.
I'm gonna finish this run with exactly 0 shotgun shells. Perfect routing, and it's not totally because I lift a ton of shots. Exactly right. Wide turn. Boo! I wanted to try to turn that. That annoys me so much. Okay, so puzzle room here. The puzzle here is number of limbs. The zodiac signs are a red herring. It's literally that simple. Good movement. That's harder than it looks.
Nice.
Oops, I missed that
Yeah,
one.
the strafing is actually quite hard to pull off there.
So we get the Stone of Time. This run is blessed by the Stone of Time. So now we have to type alert into this keypad. And more than once, actually, I have killed a run by typing my name into it during a severe brain fart. Because my name starts with the first 2 letters of alert. So like, I've just forgotten. I've just typed my own name and I've gone, why is this not working?
何が時計が割れた
Right, yeah. Reset. This song is great. I'm sad we don't get to hear more of it. Bye.
そろそろ終わる予定です。
And now it's gone.
It's over.
Step forward, turn right, inventory.
By the way, this room's my favorite actual example of the how the space of this area doesn't make sense. As you exit this door, there's a wall to your right, but as you're about to see, you're going to exit, and you know there's just more hallway.
これは RTA だから実際にプレイしないと何が何だかわからないやつですね。
Literally called nowhere. Okay, so I'm about to do the light puzzle. I always forget the solution
そ
to
んなイベン
this.
ト
I
があっ
don't
たん
know
で
it
すか。
consciously. I just kind of let muscle memory do it. Okay, no, I got this. I got this.
Yeah, you got it.
I always worry about this because, like, I don't know, it never sticks in my brain. Been running this game for 3 years and I still can't really remember that offhand. I have to do it to remember the solution.
You gotta press X every button, so it's kind
怖
of
いのは
precise and it's really
無理
easy
に
to
打ちさ
choke,
なくてい
especially
い
when you're on
よ
a。good run.
That's where fast cursor
怖くない
movement with the
の
analog
打ちて
stick
も
really makes a difference. And again, this is what I needed the 2 shotgun shells for, because this, you're in the way. Go away.
Pop, pop.
And now I have 0 shotgun shells. Complete, perfect ammo routing. Sort of. That's the max number I need. It's a forgiving amount. I made mistakes and it still came out to be a flat 0.
And you need to pick up those rifle shells, by the way, or rifle
You
ammo.
don't actually, but
What?
I found a new strat a few days ago.
Oh, well
New
then show
incubator
us.
No, it's incredibly
なるほ
risky
ど
and only say
本来ヒン
if-
トを
Slide into the shield.
見る
Yeah,
か
the
ら
face
それ
plant
が
into the
怖かったり
shield.
す
But
って
the
場合
thing
もあ
is,
るんで
right,
すかね
that。can get you killed on the very last fight of the game, and I'm not sure if it saves any time.
Right, don't do that.
So I'm not going to do it.
Please don't.
It works. You can kill the boss with it.
I'm intrigued. I would love to see it later.
I just don't think it saves any time. So I'm not doing it.
I think it's also like the opposite of a swag strat because it just looks kind of dumb.
It does. Yeah.
Doing, doing.
Much riskier and looks incredibly doofy. Yeah, another minor optimization I haven't really talked about and won't really get a chance to until the final boss, which will go by in the blink of an eye, is the quick reload in this game. When you ready your gun after, you know, like when you aim it, it refills the ammo chamber, so during the final boss, we will fire 6 shots, drop the gun, and then pull it back up again in order to reload it quickly. This is not a thing that is mentioned anywhere that the game does, but it does do it. Later games adopted this to only be available on easy difficulty settings. Silent Hill has it on all regardless, but I'm playing on easy because, yeah, this is a sound cue. Tick.
And now for a dodge that is very hard to do.
Random.
Yep.
Turn left. Wait a beat. Walk forward. No. Doesn't work most of the time.
Yeah, it's got like I would say like a 15-20% chance of going.
It's low.
It's really low.
My health is still pretty good, actually. I'm in orange despite all the damage. I took off. It's fine. You don't gotta worry about things like that.
サイレンもよく話には聞きますね。
Turn left, turn right.
実際にやったことはないんですけど、ホ
there, by the way.
ラーは
that's the
怖い
door
の
I
で
wrote
や
in
り
a
ません
specific。way. Light has to go off for this. Okay, that worked.
There we go.
We're actually coming up on the end of the run here. So like we are nearly done. And pretty good. I feel pretty good about this run.
なぜかみんな私にホラーゲームさせたが
So
る
we
ん
just
です
gotta
よ
put 5 keys into the store. Yes, they are keys. This is Silent Hill. This is how the video game works. The keys of a different store, like it's a symbol, it's an ankh, it's a sword, but they're keys, man. And during this last one, you swap to the rifle because it's the only gun I've got ammo for apart from the pistol. But who shoots final boss with a pistol? So the final boss is also a bit random because everything is. That's how this game works. You have to run a bit forward, and the running a bit forward helps you to aim more precisely because otherwise you can whiff shots. And it takes about 11 to 12 shots usually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop your aim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
それじゃあ
Nice.
Was it a 49, 49, 47 RTA?
Yes, yes, it
私
was.
の配信担当
Well
は
done.
It
ここ
felt
ま
like
で
a
なの
47.
で
So Silent Hill runs are timed with the in-game timer because they do not
次の
count
人に
loads
配
or
信
cutscenes or anything of the
この
sort. If this game were
引き継ぎに
timed
なります
RTA,
ね。
I would be the uncontested world
記事
record holder of every single category bar none because I am the only person
い
who
やー
runs this
ホ
game
ラー
on
3連続でしたよ
which saves like several
バイオ
minutes
7
in raw
の
load
序盤
times
が
because
一
this
番
game is more
怖かったで
loading
す
than gameplay sometimes. So it's timed with the in-game timer instead, which provides a fair comparison between all systems,
今どなた
regardless
か
of
入
how
ってき
badly
ま
they
した
load. Which means if you have a copy of
まあい
this
いや
game at home, or at least an American or Japanese one, because the PAL version sucks, you can compete
ああ
in
な
this
るほど
game fairly.
グッドエンドだとさら
It's
に
a
あるん
brilliant
です
in-game
ね
timer. I don't know why a survival horror game of all things has such a good and robust for competitive speedrunning in-game timer. But Konami and Team Silent were really on the ball with that across the series for some reason.
Oh, absolutely.
It's baffling. It's one of the best in-game timers I've ever had the pleasure of working with. It saved me so much hassle and arguments
イ
on
ンゲー
moderating
ム
the
タイム
leaderboards
で
for this game.
32分
It just
26秒だったようです
works,
ね
man. It's ahead of its time.
Developers take note.
Seriously, copy this game. I'm
Seriously.
not even kidding.
Yeah, seriously.
Has the best in-game timer I've ever used in my
It's
life.
like 20 years old.
なるほど
Does it better than some modern
結
games
構
today. They don't
ど
make
の
them
く
like
ら
this
い
anymore.
イベントをこなしたか
Better
と
or
かで
worse. How's my in-game time?
エンディン
32,
グ
I
が
think.
変わったりするんですね
26, nice.
Silent Hill, everyone. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the Silent Hill community. If you need, we're all very willing and to give a hand with people trying to learn this game. I made it like a 2-hour-long tutorial at one point that will teach you the ins and outs of how to open doors quickly. So if you ever want to learn even more information than what I just imparted about door opening, watch that. And then you too can learn how to jog through foggy streets at a moderately fast pace.
それじゃ
Thanks for
あ
watching.
次の配信担当の方に引き継げますかね
Phenomenal run-in commentary by Punchy. Thank you so much for that Silent Hill any percent run. A couple quick donations, and we're actually going to throw it to an ad break right afterward. $100 donation from Chris191 that says, Punchy, you're hilarious. Goes to Runner's
あ来ま
Choice.
したね
どうも
A $25 donation from Vicarious Vice that says, the only thing scarier than Silent Hill is losing a loved one
そ
to
れじゃあこ
cancer.
こから
Here's
次
to
お
hoping
願い
this
し
money
ま
will
す
save lives. Also, good luck, Punchy.
お疲れ様
Your
です
commentary
お疲れ
is a
様でし
plus.
たなんでよりによってホラーなのかない
や、この
And
ま
that's
ま
gonna
だ
do it
フォ
for
ローあ
me
るか
for
ら
now.
一緒
I'm
に行っ
gonna
てく
throw
れ
it
て
on
も
over to our
いいで
next
すよ。
host.
僕わかんな
Thank
い
you
の
so much.
それじゃあお願いしますね
はい。じゃあ今からちょっとリフレッシュとかしたりするので少々お待ちください。
それじゃあお疲れ様でしたまた明日配信昼頃俺担当あるんでまたその時見てる方がいたらまたお付き合いください
はい、お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様でした
じゃあ今からリフレッシュします。 リフレッシュしました。一応同じやつでやってます。とりあえず一度というか少しの部分だけちょっと映像が乱れて遅れてしまっただけなので、まあこのまま。
Oh, goodness. Hello, everyone. Gendo Okeshi here, taking y'all into the wee hours of the morning. Thanks once again for getting us out of Silent Hill. No more spooky spooks. Now, we're gonna go over to Cube Face to shoot some stuff. In the meantime, though,